Our first guest is one of the most influential figures in the modern sports card hobby. Geoff Wilson founded Sports Card Investor, one of the largest content networks and data platforms in the industry. Geoff opened Cards HQ in Atlanta, one of the largest card shops in the world, which houses the Sports Card Investor studio featuring the Geoff Wilson Show, which explores the collision of cards and entrepreneurship. Geoff is the author of Sports Card Collecting and Investing for Dummies. That's me, and even has appeared as a Topps hobby influencer short print card. Geoff joins us to talk about his journey and the big trade night happening at Cards HQ this weekend, coinciding with the Front Row Card Show in Atlanta. It is our distinct pleasure to welcome to the show Geoff Wilson.
Hey guys, how you doing? Good to see you.
Good. Hey, Geoff, thanks for joining us. So Atlanta has been no secret to the card world. The National was there in 1992, it was there in 1999. And there was kind of a little bit of a break, just like everybody does in collecting. And COVID happened. And then all of a sudden, Culture Collision happened. You opened Cards HQ. So give us a little peek into Atlanta and why it's such a hotbed for cards again.
Atlanta's been really good. And I know I wasn't collecting in the years that Atlanta had the National. And I heard that, I guess the 1999 National didn't go so good. And National's never been back since, which to me is very sad because I can only speak to what the card scene's been like in Atlanta over the course of the last 7 years since I've been collecting again. And it has been really good. There's a lot of hunger, a lot of enthusiasm. We do our trade nights at Cards HQ. We do a TCG trade night the first Saturday of every month and a sports trade night the second Saturday of every month. And what I can tell you is that our trade nights are packed. There's tons of people in the local community that come out to our trade nights. We have hundreds of people every time we do one. And so, yeah, I think there's a thirst for shows and card related stuff in Atlanta. So I'm excited that Front Row's coming through this weekend.
We do know that Atlanta was on the ballot for a National. And I think eventually it is going to get there again.
It should. The folks should vote for it. They need to vote for it. I hope that Atlanta gets its chance. I think it's a great setup for the National. It would be downtown in the Georgia World Congress Center, which is connected to the College Football Hall of Fame and is connected to the stadiums downtown. And there's been a ton of development. Our football stadium is obviously very new. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium, one of the best in the world. Our basketball stadium, they did a complete renovation of, I suppose that's 5 or 6 years ago. It's one of the best basketball stadiums in the world. The CNN Center, they're just about to complete a full renovation of it. That facility is awesome. The College Football Hall of Fame is great. The Georgia Aquarium is the largest aquarium in the Northern Hemisphere, and it's connected into all of this. There's tons of hotels, there's tons of restaurants. It's actually a great environment, and I think that it would be a great place to host the National. So I'm hopeful that gets done in the future.
There's certainly a lot of nuance that goes into that, Geoff. I've been very fortunate to be a part of the National since 2000. During my 15-year run at the IX Center, was part of the boots on the ground producing it through 5 cycles here, and have an interesting insight on kind of how those pieces fit together with the board and the producers and the vendors. So I hope it does get back down there. It's a tremendous city. You've had many roles within the hobby. You've worn a lot of hats. You recently, within the last couple of years, opened Cards HQ down there. What has been the biggest surprise for you opening a brick and mortar shop compared to everything else you had experienced in the hobby prior to that?
I mean, my biggest surprise, honestly, has just been the amount of, traffic and the amount of collector interest that we've garnered. I thought the store would do well. I thought we'd get a lot of people, out visiting the store and stopping by the store, but it's exceeded every expectation. And I think it shows cards are a very tangible thing in that people want to see them in person and touch them and not just participate online, but they want to be there in person. And they're also a very community driven thing. And people like connecting with other hobbyists and having the ability to do trading and, being part of something bigger. Right. So I think that when you combine the like those factors together, it's led to a really great, community that's built around our card shop, which we're really excited about. So I've just been it's just been awesome to see the amount of traffic that we've received and the amount of people that come in the store every day.
Before we let you go, we'll just touch again. Dan Bliss's show is at the Cobb Center. You're on Cobb Parkway, so the trade night is a perfect match. How far away is the actual Cards HQ from the trade night? How are people going to get there, and what can they expect this Saturday night?
Yeah, it's about a half a mile. So the front row card show is at the Cobb Galleria, which is about a half a mile from where Cards HQ is. Great part of town. You got the Battery, the Atlanta Braves Stadium, just around the corner, and there's actually the Braves are playing at home this weekend. So there's actually Braves games if people want to go to Braves games. You got the card show right there. And then, we're just right around the corner. So people that are actually from the card show, if they wanted to walk, they could walk a little bit of a slightly longer walk, perhaps. If people want to take a quick Uber ride or something of that nature, it's super, super easy to get to, just right around the corner. So we should have a really good crowd. With the card show being so close, we think we'll probably have a capacity crowd. We may end up getting a little bit of a line forming outside the store. Our capacity in the store is about 400 people. So we'll have about 400 people inside for trade night. And then if we hit the 400 capacity, then we'll, have a line form. And when someone leaves, we'll let somebody else in. So I'd say show up a little early if you can for the trade night. The trade night starts 30 minutes after the show ends and goes until, I think we got to go in until midnight. So it's going to be going late into the night and should be a really fun event for everyone going to that front row card show.
Geoff, amazing stuff. We've had a lot of fun watching Dan's growth and of course yours with Sport Card Investor and Cards HQ and everything else you're doing. Really appreciate your time this evening and joining us. And we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work.
Geoff.
See y'all soon.
Appreciate it.
All right. Our thanks to Geoff Wilson, Greenie.